All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are continuing our weed sector review looking at Sandal, SNDL, and High Tide. I do love calling it Sandal. Yes, yes. Look, it's been a nice couple days for the sector, okay? And I don't know if you watched my Tilray and ACB video. That was hard to say, sorry. But I'm gonna say the same essential comments, right? Like, I'm not here to let a couple good days take away from the overall picture, right? The question is and will always be, is there a trend changing? Is there a reason to believe we're going to sustainably go up, 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 up? Or am I just going to get a nice couple days and then go back to these, red candles, in a row, right? So that's ultimately the game here. I'm not going to take away from the goodness. I love the fact that so far we've now looked at 3 tickers and they all look good. I did take a peek at High Tide and I saw it was roughly the same thing, right? So yeah, it's good. However, is it enough? That's the question, right? And before we get to the technicals and get into the details of what are we going to do, same thing we always do, right? We're going to look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We have our 5 moving averages, these horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms. But even if you don't, just thank you so much for watching these. I do appreciate your time so much, okay? And then, hey, again, if you disagree with anything I got to say, please throw it in the comments, all right? I am not perfect. I am not all-knowing. There is no ball in front of me telling me what Monday's going to look like, right? I'm reading some lines and giving you my thoughts, right? So if your opinions are better than mine, all we're doing here are educated people sharing some thoughts. That's all we're doing here, right? Two-way street, beautiful community thing, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get into it. Okay, look, if you watch my videos, I love me some red, right? Like, those are good. It makes me believe that there's reasons to come up here, right? I always talk about that, right? However, there is so much to still not like here. And again, I can't let a couple good days and really, when I say a couple good days, let's be honest, it really was only one good day. SNDL, Sandal here, it definitely did not have the few good days that I think the last couple had, right? From there, look, this doji literally lands right on the 8, right? It's not under it, it's on it, right? Yeah. When a doji lands on a moving average, when a doji lands on a support line, it's definitely a little extra something, you know what I mean? I don't like that we're under this candle. I'm at least glad we're above 50% roughly, right? But yeah, Monday should be really telling. And look, Monday must open over 160. Like if this thing doesn't go here up, there's more reason to believe we're coming down to 150. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna set my alert for 161. I wouldn't mind knowing if we get over this bad boy right here, right? If we get over this, there's at least some reason to believe we might come to 180. That's roughly a 10% move right there, right? That's not too bad a thing right there. But obviously this 175 might be a little bit, but all I'm really talking about is a quick little inter-day thing, right? Do I actually believe that this thing's going to get over the 20? Like, all we've really done is kind of been under it, right? All we've really kind of done is been under it for a really long time, right? From there, do I actually think we're going to break this? And are we actually going to, you know what I mean? I need a little more to believe we're going up. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, we're not at all-time lows just yet. We're close. We're for sure close. And I actually said that this channel might be a little dangerous channel to be in, right? Because you have very few resistances right here, right? There's not that much. So there's nothing beyond that, right? I zoomed out all the way. Good. Sorry about that. But interesting. Okay. Yeah, 171. Where is this thing at? I think these are actually good lines. I don't think we'll get much higher than 190. And yeah, like I said, do I think we're going to go over the 50, let alone the 20? Not really, right? I think these two might be the best. Hey, let's see if we go up a little bit targets. I think cracking 199 is going to be really difficult. Don't get me wrong. Going from 150 to almost 2, that's a beautiful thing right there, right? That's a third right there. 50 50 50, bring me another 50. Shit, we're at 2, right? So, I'm not trying to undersell that at all, right? But do I think we're breaking all the moving averages? Ah, man, I don't, right? And from there it's just a matter of what your trading styles are, right? So I'm still a little overall bearish here. I'm not going to lie to you, but let's start going up. I mean, let's make it look like we've taken the 8 on Monday is going to be step 1, right? Has to get like I'm not cool with it closing like right here. You know what I mean? I really need to like get over, like, let's at least close at 162. Let's even break the wick. I rarely talk about the wick, but like, yeah, give me 162 and then it should be a smooth sail to this, right? And then hopefully once we get here, that's when we're going to be over the 20 moving average. And I think that's where the real first test is if this thing can break 175 and actually hold 175. Because if you can hold 175, you're now a couple days over the 20. It's a completely different story for me when a stock is over these two lines than when it's under. Okay. Yeah, and again, 170 is a solid like 50% candle reason here. 199 is at least like an 8 moving average test, right? But overall, we're well below the 8 moving average on the weekly. You have to have a good weekly to have a good daily, right? So let's go talk about high tide. Look, same chart actually. I thought this did a little better. Like I said, I only took a quick little peek, right? I do like that we at least did beat this candle. That's cool, right? Because again, same story. Red, 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 red. It gives you a lot of reason to believe you should come to at least 130, 140, right? However, are we gonna break those two lines together? They're not like cluster tight right here, right? But yeah, breaking the 50 ain't no joke, and then having to do the 100 like right after it. I mean, again, it's not cluster tight, but it's definitely not a good stair step that we like, right? Because I've always said the spacing between the moving averages really does dictate how I trade. Like I want some good gaps so I can get a couple candles in between them before we hit that next wall and like, are we gonna break it or not, right? But hey, this is really pretty volume. I'll at least for sure call that out. I don't think SND, yeah, for sure it didn't. High tide, I don't know why, but that's nice. That's for sure nice. Again, is this really enough to make me believe we're gonna? No, it's still not, right? 80% of the work really is up here. I've said that time and time again. Moving averages matter so much. They at least to me, right? There's nothing that says this is the best trading strategy. There's nothing that says the 8's the one that matter or any of these after it, right? But yeah, for me, what I'm seeing is a lot of trading under the 8, right? I mean, a lot. The horizontal trading also is not good for me, right? If I want to keep my money horizontal, I'll take it to Bank of America, right? I'm obviously not going to take it to Silicon Valley Bank or any shit like that. But like, yeah, I'll take it to a big major and get like less than 1% a year and stay horizontal, right? Like, we're looking for these, and that involves being over the 8, being over the 20, and actually being over as many as you can, right? We're just kind of going under. There's a little bit of a curve here. I'll say that. But again, I think we've kind of seen that a couple times. And end of the day, nothing for me is going to matter until we get over the 20. Get over the 20 is really how I just ended the last ticker. I don't know if you watched it or not, right? But a stock over these two lines is significantly different in my book than one that's just over this one or is under both. You know what I mean? And Doji doesn't count, so this day does it, like we haven't broken the 8 yet. I'm not waiting for confirmation yet, you know. Now, obviously, if tomorrow's a candle that looks nice and full and it's big and up here, yeah, that's nice, right? But one more time, get me to 130. Let's believe we've taken and broken the 20, because that's how you start using the 8 as your moving support up, right? And yeah, if you break these two lines, let's see what happens with these, right? We'll start talking. I do believe this one's going to be really hard to get over though, that 160, because again, just looking at it, we actually haven't in a very long time, right? So we've made some dents on the blue line, right? Like there was definitely a good break. There was definitely a good little break. Neither really had a nice like immediate bounce, right? So how good of a break was it? You know, up to you to decide. Even that 50 doesn't look beautiful. It never really even did a nice bounce anywhere. But again, might be a reason to believe we'll come up to 150. I just don't think we're going to break 160 yet. You know what I mean? So again, just different styles, different things. We're nowhere near all-time low, but there's a couple things I'm seeing. I'm seeing an 8 moving average that looks like it wants to keep coming down, and I'm seeing a horizontal a horizontal 20 look like it's starting to creep down, right? You see it creeping down a little bit more than it's staying horizontal. I don't like that. That would mean that this thing wants to keep going down as we actually keep going down, and that's a bad string of green, 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 right? So I don't like that, and I don't like those two. And again, I always say it, the moving averages matter a lot to me. So when I see them curving, oh man, they better be curving up, not down, right? So again, these are just my opinions, and hey, definitely good volume. And obviously, I think that last couple days was really the best thing that we've seen since November, December, right? So let's see if volume, which is king, can hold and maybe do some interesting things, right? But setting expectations realistic, I think 150 is probably the highest this thing will run. And look, I'm basically giving it this stair step and half of this one. That's not too bad, right? So, you know, and hey, maybe it gets all the way to here, right? And actually, I just don't think it will. No, I'm gonna stick with right here. So, yeah, again, my opinions. I am for sure not perfect or all knowing. Let me know if you disagree. Otherwise, thank you for your time.